What's up there guys, GarethWilliam414 here, and today I'm bringing you Marik Ishtar's deck profile. Marik, without a doubt, is my favourite villain from the Yu-Gi-Oh series. He's such a dark character, and his whole story was, really cool. His deck is probably one of the better character decks out there. I used to play like a lot of character deck tournaments, and this deck was always one that would do very, very well. Marik runs kind of like a torture deck, so he's got a lot of cards in here that is just going to put your opponent into a lot of situations that they'd rather not be in, unless they've got answers to it. So for more character deck profiles, character deck duels, Yu-Gi-Oh openings and much more, you can head over to my channel and don't forget to like, comment and subscribe so you can stay up to date with all of my future content. With that being said, I'm going to start with none other than the Winged Dragon of Ra, which was Marik's Egyptian god card, arguably probably the strongest out of the three. You'll summon it by attributing 3 monsters, and its attack and defense is equal to that of the monsters that you've used to tribute it. We've also now got the Winged Dragon of Ra Immortal Phoenix, and of course the Winged Dragon of Ra Sphere Mode from the Duelist Pack Battle City there. These 3 cards kind of all work in some sort of combination. Well, these 2 cards, Sphere Mode and Immortal Phoenix, kind of work together in order to get Ra out, really. And it's really cool. I mean, I think the way it worked in the show was basically the Winged Dragon Ra had like an ancient scripture on it, and if you couldn't read it, it came out in the sphere. And basically the Phoenix would bring that out and just run over everyone with it. But really cool. I love that they've got these kind of like Winged Dragon of Ra supports. Next up we have Lava Golem. Really, really cool monster. So it's an 8-star monster, 3000 attack, 2500 defense. Basically what you do is you tribute 2 of your opponent's monsters and summon this guy to their side of the field. During each of their standby phases, they're going to take 1000 points of direct damage. Next up, we've got Helpoema. 5-star monster, 2000 attack, 1400 defense. It can't be special summoned from the graveyard, and if the card is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, the effect activates. Basically, at the end of each of your opponent's battle phases, discard 1 random card from your opponent's hand, which is cool. We've got Legendary Fiend as well, which is a 6-star monster, 1500 attack, 1800 defense. During each of your standby phases, the card gains 700 attack. So if you can keep this guy on the field, it will become quite the beast. Then we've got Masterpiece Descardius. Visor Shock, 5-star monster, 800 attack, 600 defense. Its effect is, when this card is normal summoned, flip summoned, or special summoned, return all set cards on the field to their owner's respective hands, which is cool. Weak monster, but it's the effect you want there, really. Then we've got Jurigade, 4-star monster, 1700 attack. Dark Geroid, 4-star monster, 1200 attack, 1500 defense. When this monster is normal summon, flip summon, or special summon, select 1 face-up monster on the field and decrease its attack by 800 points. Then we've got Lakunga, 4-star monster, 1700 attack. Makiura the Destructor, a really cool card. I love the artwork on this. It looks just really like sinister kind of thing. But 4-star monster, 1600 attack, 1200 defense. During the turn this card is sent to the graveyard, you can activate trap cards from your hand, which is really, really cool. There we've got Granadora, 4-star monster, 1900 attack, 700 defense. Basically, when this monster is normal summoned or flip summoned or special summoned successfully, you increase your life points by 1000 points. But when this card is destroyed and sent to the graveyard, you take 2000 points of damage. Next up, he has Lord Poison, a 4-star monster, 1500 attack, 1000 defense. Visor Des, 4-star monster. When this card is normal summoned, select 1 monster your opponent controls. Destroy that monster during your 3rd standby phase after the summon. This card cannot be destroyed by battle until the effect is resolved. So if you keep this on the field, you'll eventually get rid of that monster. Classic card here, Revival Gem. Basically, when it's destroyed, you pay 1000 life points to special summon it in face-up defense position during your next standby phase. Dralago, 4-star monster, 1600 attack. If the only cards your opponent controls are face-up monsters with 1,600 or more attack, this monster can attack your opponent directly, which can be really, really good. This card's also wicked as well. Nudoria, 4-star monster, 1,200 attack, 800 defense. When this card is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, target one monster on the field and destroy that target. It'd be really cool. Next up, we have Holding Arms and Holding Legs. Obviously, he used these cards against Mai. There was a big stone card as well, like a big tablet. I can't remember what that was called. Leave me a comment in the comment section below if you find that out. If not, I'm going to search that myself. Then we've got Gilgarth, the beast that is Gilgarth. 4-star monster, 1,800 attack. Melkid, the 4-faced beast. Then we've got Humanoid Slime, which has got that 2,000 defense, 4-star monster. Boganian, during each of your standby phases, inflict 600 points of direct damage to your opponent. And his final monster is Morphing Jar. Basically, you flip it, both players discard their hands, then draw 5 new cards. Onto Marik's spells then. So we have 1 copy of Magical Stone Excavation. You discard 2 cards to select 1 spell card from your graveyard and add that to your hand. I think he did that to get like a monster reborn, so he could bring back Ra for a turn. Then we've got Spell of Pain, a quick play spell card. Activate only when an effect is activated that would inflict effect damage to you. Switch the effect damage to your opponent's life points instead. And we've got Vengeful Bog Spirit. Basically, no monsters on the field can attack during the same turn that they are normal summoned, flip summoned, or special summoned. Another new card here, Left Arm Offering. I think this was actually a trap card in the show. Basically, if you have 2 or more other cards in your hand, banish your entire hand, add 1 spell card from your deck to your hand. You cannot set spell/trap cards during the turn you activated this. I think this was another way that he was getting Monster Reborn into his hand. Then we've got Jam Breeding Machine to go with the Revival Jam. Bait Doll. Basically what you do with this is you force the activation of 1 face down trap card. If the timing of the activation of the trap card is incorrect, you negate the effect and destroy it. If it's not a trap, it's just returned to its original position. Cool thing about this card is after the card is activated and placed, it's placed into the deck rather than the graveyard, and then the deck's shuffled, so that's cool. Then you've got Mask of Remnants, which you're going to need to summon Mass Beast Descardius. He runs Black Pendant, an equipped card there. Equips the monster gains 500 attack, and when this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, inflict 500 damage to your opponent. Then he runs Pot of Greed, obviously Monster Reborn. He also runs Premature Burial, Card of Sanctity, and his final spell card is Remove Trap. Talking of traps, we start off with Coffin Seller. This card is really, really cool. It's basically a continuous trap card. Each time a monster card is sent to your opponent's graveyard and inflict 300 damage to your opponent. It seems little, but over time this card can deal a lot of damage if it's left out on the field. Then we've got Malevolent Catastrophe. Activate only when your opponent monster declares an attack. Destroy all spell and trap cards on the field. Hidden Soldiers. When your opponent normal or flip summons a monster, special summon 1 level 4 or lower dark monster from your hand. Then we've got the cool Card of Last Will. The artwork on that is really, really, really cool. If the attack of a monster or monsters you control becomes 0 by a card effect, draw until you have 5 cards in your hand. Then we've got Nightmare Wheel. I think he first used this against Mai. You target 1 monster your opponent controls. It cannot attack or change its battle position. When it leaves the field, destroy this card. During each of your standby phases while that monster is on the field, you inflict 500 damage to your opponent. Then we've got Metal Reflect Slime. It's basically a trap card that's going to turn into a monster that's got about 3,000 defense, which is huge. Then we've got Relieve Monster. When an opponent monster declares an attack, target 1 monster you control, return that target to your hand, then special summon 1 level 4 monster from your hand. Then we've got Jam Defender, which is going to work in combination with Revival Jam and Jam Breeding Machine. Rope of Life. Basically, when one of your monsters is sent to the graveyard by battle, discard your entire hand to special summon that monster and it gains 800 attack. His final trap card is the awesome Mirror Force. So everyone knows what Mirror Force does. Basically, when your opponent guys attack, all face-up attack position monsters on their side of the field are destroyed. So there we go, guys. That was my Marik Ishtar deck profile there. I really hope you enjoyed it. It is a really cool deck. If you get a chance to play it, especially in like a character deck tournament, I'd recommend playing Marik's because it's a very strong deck. I've also got a duel involving Marik's deck on the channel against Yugi, so make sure you check that out. And for more character deck profiles, character deck duels, Yugi openings and much more, head over to my channel. And like always, guys, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe so you can stay up to date with all of my future content I've got coming out. And until next time, take care.